Till now, what we have seen earlier,
free
elements
CUDA mem
where we have seen
other functions.
we have also seen the
functions
functional declaration where you can use underscore underscore global underscore underscore device or host, this kind of. And you have also seen the kernel function can be launched, how this kernel function can be launched. You have to use this three less than and three greater than, and within this you will pass out the number of threads. We have also seen some of the built-in variables. Okay, I can. So in built-in variables, what you have seen that there are certain built-in variables which have their own meaning. So they are something like grid dim, block IDX, and thread IDX. So these all the variables have their own meaning, and their values are pre-initialized by the CUDA runtime system. Can be referenced in the kernel function means in the kernel function you can use these variables. So okay, if I go back, these are the variables which store certain information. Do you remember what information they store? No answer. See, today we have to see what these variables can store. So something happens where I cannot see this chat. No problem. So in today's session, we have to see these things, what these variables store, how these variables are used to manage the threads, number of threads used in our programs. So let us start with this CUDA thread organization, where I am telling you that we launch a kernel function, and while launching a kernel function, we specify a grid. Grid is telling you the number of threads. I should say how the threads will be organized while launching of this kernel. Organized, okay, threads are organized means how these threads can be accessed. That is the more important thing. So in thread organization, you have to see that how it is being launched. When it is being launched, we specify a grid that this many number of blocks will be there. Each blocks will have these many number of threads, and there can be certain ways of organizing these threads. And you should understand that we can access these threads specifying their coordinate value. Coordinate means the block index as well as the thread index. Okay, actually let me see in the next slide if at all it is there. Yeah, it is here. So in here what we follow is a two-level hierarchy. We will have a grid of blocks. A grid will have one or more blocks in it, and each block will have one or more threads. Okay, so these four variables, block index and thread index, they will identify. Okay, let me start with block index. Block index will identify the block in which the thread is currently. Okay, and the thread index will identify the index of the thread inside a block. Grid dim will tell you the dimension of the grid, means how many blocks are there, you can find out from there. And block dim will tell you the dimension of these of each block. Now these grid dim and block dim are actually three-dimensional value. Means if we talk about grid dim, you can arrange the blocks in three-dimensional arrangement. Okay. Okay, grid dim and block dim. So a grid is a three-dimensional array of blocks. Each block is also a three-dimensional array of threads. Definitely, while specifying the kernel launch function, we may specify the grid as well as this block dimension, grid dimension, and block dimension. While specifying this organization, the grid structure, we can set the unused dimension to 1. For example, if you want to launch only 2 blocks, in that case you can write 2, 1, 1, right? So this 2 will be treated as x dimension, 1 and 1 will be treated as a y and z dimension. So here we are saying that the exact organization of a grid is determined by the execution configuration parameter within this. Yeah, while launching, we keep the parameter here, something, comma, something. So the first part before comma will be your grid dimension, and the second part after comma will be the block dimension. Okay. Now these values, the grid dim or block dim, you can specify definitely as something, comma, something, comma, something as the 3 variables. However, there is something called dim3 type. Okay, this is just a data type like int, float, and other. This is a special data type dim3, which will allow you to define a variable of which can store 3 values. Actually, it is a struct which will, yeah, definitely have 3 unsigned integer in x, y, and z. You can access these values by using your dot x, dot y, variable name dot x, variable name dot y, and dot z. So we have an example which is saying that you will use a data type dim3 variable name and specify these things, the dimensions in x dimension, y dimension, and z dimension. Similarly, this is for dim, actually this is for dim block and this is for dim grid. In that case, what will happen? You will have 32. Okay, dim grid means here you are specifying number of blocks. Dim grid means 32 blocks, and each block will have certain number of threads. Here it is 128, 1, 1. That means only 128 threads. So total number of threads will be 128 into 32, whatever it is, 4096. Now here you can see dim3 is a keyword. It is a data type. However, dim block or dim grid, they are user defined variables. In place of this, you can use any other variable, any other name, maybe a dog or cat also. These are the examples already taken from the book. So if you will specify this This is a three-dimensional information. This is another three-dimensional information. So you are keeping here to specify the organization of thread. Okay, if you have a specify here dog, it means 128 1 1. These many number of blocks will be there. Okay, cat means 32 threads in each block will be there. Now, other thing is if you want to have some expressions, if you want to write some expressions here, it is possible. You can write some expression. If you want to have these many, you have specified these many threads I want. However, you want the number of blocks to be adjusted according to the need of the system or according to a variable n. How many input will be there? So using this n variable, you have specified some expression and you have got the number of threads in your host program. Similarly, this is another way where it is allowing you to not specify a dim3 variable. You can easily write one-dimensional value. If at all you have to specify one-dimensional block as well as one-dimensional thread structure in each block. In that case, you can avoid using three-dimensional value. You can specify just one value comma another value. Then the first value will be treated as the number of blocks and the second value will be treated as the number of threads in each block. So if you are specifying something like this, in that case, if you are taking n means the number of input in whatever number of threads you want. In that case, okay, grid dim dot x is 16. Why it is 16? Because 4000 divided by 256, we are taking the ceiling, we are getting something like 16. Block dim dot x is 256. If you will try to see the values of dot y and dot z here, they will be 1 by default. In the earlier cases, here also, this is x, y, and z. Now, so in grid, you see grid dim dot x, grid dim dot y, and grid dim dot z. The values may range from 1 to 65,536. And all threads in a block share the same configuration for the block. Okay, in a block, for a block, you have specified the thread organization, how the threads will be organized in x dimension, y dimension, and z dimension. So for each block, the same organization of threads will be there. Block IDX.x values, okay, the block index values may range from 0 to griddim.x -1. Griddim.x, what is there in griddim.x? Griddim.x is number of blocks. Okay, so it is block IDX. What is block IDX? What does block IDX tell us? Block IDX tell us about the index, or I should say the block index in which block the particular thread is currently. So definitely it should range between 0 to the number of whatever the dimension we have specified for x in x direction, for y in y direction, for z in z direction. The only thing you have to see is it starts from 0, not from 1. Similarly, for block configuration, they are organized. They are also organized in 3D arrays or threads. If you want two-dimensional blocks, then the z will be 1. You will have only x and y dimensions. If you want one-dimensional blocks, you will specify y and z as 1. All blocks in grid have same dimension. Then x, y, and z parameters. Okay, no issues. So these are some of the examples. You can see the total number of blocks that are allowed are 1024 only. So you can have any type of configuration for the block, for each block. It can be 512, 1, 1 or 512, 2, 1, 8, 16, 4, 32, 16, 2, whatever, they are allowed. If some configuration you are making which exceeds 1024, then it will not be allowed. So if you take an example like you are specifying the okay, wait a minute. This will be dim grid because it is 2, 2, 1. So dim grid here and dim block here. Because we are creating grid now. See, this is the 2, 2, है ना? So this will be dim grid will be 2, 2, 1 and dim block will be 4, 2, 2. Okay. So for each kernel launch, see, you are specifying you want these many number of blocks. How many blocks? 2, 2. 4 blocks you want. And what should be the dimension of block? It should be 4, 2, 2. Each block should have 4, 2, 2. 4 in x dimension, 2 in y dimension, and 2 in the z dimension. So here you have to exchange it. It is wrong here. It should be dim grid of say 2, 2 and dim block of say 4, 2, 2. So you have to understand is 4, 2, 2 is the dimension of block and the dimension of grid is 2, 2, where you can see 0, 0, 0, 1. In this way you can access each block. So here if you are specifying 1, 0, what does it mean? You are trying to access a block with information 1, 0. Here, actually, you have to understand one more thing, that if you are calling 1, 0, in that case, block idx dot y is 1 and block idx dot x is 0. Yeah, definitely it is, I should say, opposite. I should say the order is opposite. Opposite of which it was when it was created. When it was created, this was x, y, and z. However, here, while accessing, you are writing this is In the least significant is X, and then it is Y. If at all it would have Z, then Z will be this. So, if you think about each block has this kind of threads. How many threads? They are 4 into 2, 8 into 2, 16 threads, right? So each have their own numbers. If you think about these thread numbers, you can understand that least part is X, then middle is Y, and the first is Z. Okay, that is what you have to understand here. So here you have seen the built-in variables, some of the variables like block index, thread index, grid dim, and block dim. The values of these variables, how they can be set, how they can be accessed. You have understood that there is something called dim3 type. Block dim and grid dim can be specified as dim3 type. They can also be accessed with something. Gift from Zoom. Running out of time, we have removed the 40-minute time limit. Oh, very good. Thank you. So, a grid is a 3D array of blocks. Okay, each block is a 3D array of threads. Grid dim range from, okay, these are the things that we have studied. Now, I will see something about the multidimensional data, how you specify there. But for now, if you have some questions from this. If you have some questions, you can ask.
सर जो इनवैलिड वाला था ना सर, जो डायमेंशन 32,32,1 जो था वो कैसे आया था सर? वो नहीं
ये कह रहे हैं कि हमें एक होता है ब्लॉक, और उस ब्लॉक के अंदर एक ब्लॉक में ढेर सारे थ्रेड्स हो सकते हैं। तो हम कह रहे हैं कि एक ब्लॉक के अंदर ज्यादा से ज्यादा 1024 थ्रेड्स ही हो सकते हैं। तो
हाँ सर,
उन्हें ऑर्गेनाइज हम किसी भी ऑर्डर में कर लें। हम चाहें एक्स डायमेंशन में कितने थ्रेड हों, वाई डायमेंशन में कितने थ्रेड हों, और जेड डायमेंशन में कितने थ्रेड हों, ये सब ठीक है। तो अगर हम 32 थ्रेड्स एक्स डायमेंशन में, 32 थ्रेड्स वाई डायमेंशन में रखें, तो लगभग एक प्लेन में हमारे पास 32 इंटू 32 थ्रेड्स हो जाते हैं। और ऐसे प्लेन्स हम दो चाहते हैं, यानी कि जेड डायमेंशन में अगर हम चाह रहे हैं तो दो बार हमारे पास 32 क्रॉस 32 होना चाहिए। इन दैट केस ये 32 क्रॉस 32 हो जाता है 1024 आई थिंक।
हाँ हाँ, तो बेसिकली हमको इन सबको मल्टीप्लाई करके देखना है कि ये 1024 से लेस होना चाहिए सर।
हाँ, मल्टीप्लाई करके हमें पता चलेगा कि टोटल कितने
हाँ
थ्रेड।
हाँ, ठीक है सर, समझ गए सर।
एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? और कोई क्वेश्चन भी है?
नहीं सर।
हम्म, देख लेना उनको और कुछ है क्या। Sound is not coming. Number of block in X. Sir, no sound. Okay, okay. ठीक है।